Hello and welcome back to Abiotic Factor for episode 4. Load up the game now. Go. Here we are, back in Abiotic. Gonna focus. Oh, start up again. We've got more of the story to complete. Clear away these pop-ups, they always have. Reload the game. So, time to continue on where I left last time, which is looking at this entranceway here. We are in some reinforced sector of the mines. The old mines. Great big drilling machine. Right past concrete barriers. There's light off. Right, let's have a look.
You're with the research division. Don't shoot.
No one even with guns here. They're on about anyway. Oh, break. That name before.
I don't know how you've made it this far. Those savages have blocked every exit. They even collapsed the surface tunnel. But remember what happened in 85? When the kinetics team overloaded the Secretron? They triggered a singularity that carved a hole clean through to the next sector. We could do it again right now, if these damn quakes hadn't broken the electron pumps. So I sent my team to the blacksmith. He can make the parts to fix the pumps. We'll make our own exit. All my people need to do is follow the pipes. Red, yellow, green, they'll find their way to the pumps they need to fix. It's been hours since they left, but they'll be back, I'm sure of it.
Well, I guess that's my mission. Have a read here. So I'm in manufacturing West notes. Get parts, follow the pipes. Brakes team is working with the blacksmith to make replacement parts for the electron pumps. They overload the synchrotron and blow a hole in the next sector. Once they've got the parts, Frake told her people to follow the coloured pipes through manufacturing, red, yellow, green, that lead to the broken electron pumps. So my best guess is her team was killed and I'm the next best up. Really? Take the crafting. Very useful. Not the backpack though. Anyway, I'll probably collect some more resources around this general area from here. But it seems I've got some work to do. I need to speak to the blacksmith probably to know what to do next. But I'm going to try and collect as much resources as I can area. Time being. There are some resources around. Ooh. On. There we go. Useful resource. Grinder disc. Who's chains? Chains. I make. Got air compressor, a high pressure air transfer unit. Might be useful for things that require copious amount of air power. So we Crowbar 2.0, an iconic close quarters heavy weapon that drags enemies towards you. 75 damage. Pretty great, but I'm assuming it's a heavy weapon. A mugnade, a makeshift throwable fragmentation grenade that detonates on impact. Those mugs I kept. And then forge greaves, leg piece, forge armor. 10 cost me 4 chains, 2 reinforced hoses. I did collect a steel cable from container. That's good to know. Got to keep an eye out. Really cannot see. Don't have a flashlight at all, so I've got to do my best trying to see. Very limited light I have. Limited ability in dark spaces. Weird sounds. Another anvil there. Ooh, more resources. Bucket. Ooh. Go. Office space here. Book. I am. Oh, another container up here. Resources. Steel cable. A lot of those, so 3 is not going to be enough. Portable generator by the looks of this. Another one. Enemy there. Be great. There's a green pipe there. Leads this. So for this I need a flow control module. Requires an optic lens to fix. So if I can get, assuming from the blacksmith, optic lens. And now it's... I'm going to try and work my way back now to where it just came from, because I believe there was light there. God, it is incredibly dark. I cannot... Okay. Up here was where the truck. There should be a little staircase here. Yep, here we are. Up here. Time is 22. 11 o'clock. Oh, sorry, 9 o'clock. Time is... My brain is not... But down there I know there's enemies and I think a locked door. Not going that way. Go down this way where I know is all open. Try and fight in the dark. I like how this area is still lit up. Mostly. All that guy there. Work my way back this way. Down this here. And back to the forge. Great.
Where'd you come from?
We've spoken before, dude. Speak.
Frake wants to blow a hole in the floor. She's too smart for her own good sometimes. But what choice we got? I can trade you parts to fix the pumps. Sure. But there's a couple things I need first. Price of doing business. 'Cause Frake ain't the only one with plans. I'll buzz the list to you. One more thing. You're gonna have to unlock the tram station too. One of Frake's people said there's a gateway in there. If that portal leads where I think it does, some of what's on that list is on the other side. I'll give you specs for a tram key. Should open the station right up.
Well, that's information. So, tram key will cost me 1 controller for military electronics. Okay. That note I got here is unknown location notes, replacement parts. Blacksmith can make the parts when he fix the electron pumps, but wants to trade some materials. Diode will trade for grease. A fiber optic cable trade for solder, melt silver and metal scrap in a soup pot with water. Okay, I need to find silver and grease. Optic lens trade for reinforced hose. Blacksmith also heard that a portal has opened in the tram station. He gave me the specs for a tram key to open the station so I can investigate the portal, which may lead material. Sounds great to me. However, I'm going to take... I'm just going to check. So, I need to make a reinforced hose to get this optic lens. Because hopefully that will also unlock these materials. The optic lens, the diode, and the fiber optic cable I have not had before. Hopefully, I can get some new crafting recipes. Hopefully. But I'm going to head back to base for now. Because it's pitch dark and I'm not exploring in the dark. Now I should put my thermal mallet on charge. What time is it? 4. But I've got 2 hours, 2 in-game hours before the lights come back on. And that's fantastic to be able to know where I'm going. Wait for the door to open and yeah, I'll probably get a couple of those. I mean, I've got 3 steel cables and on me. But that isn't going to be... Ow. Oh. That was an odd bit of combat there. My shield didn't want to go up. I'm just going to let him fight that. Probably collect the loot from useful stuff anyway. But I will not use that one. And that's all I can collect from there. I do actually have to look into making a net launcher, because I know of a method of getting a better backpack, and I should definitely get one because I can hold more in my inventory then. A bit laggy it seems. Was that just me? I think that's just me. I'm gonna head back east here. Drop off all this inventory loot. Place down figurine I've got. I'll go next to the other one I've picked up. Go here at the entrance. This one here, the security bubble. Place that there. Yep. Nodding gun. Anyway, over storage, drop off what holding. Go. Drop that. Put those in. Sweep that. So those resources. Need to craft a couple of those. All right. These two of three effort. Okay. Gonna need nets. Should have some. At least two maybe lying around. Nope. For net, I'm gonna cloth. That's that. 10 should be fine. Let that go into crafting. 10 of those. Do know I. No, let's just beat him up with his own tool. Now I have to do blunt damage. Yeah, item. Find another one of those rats. Right. So I want to get armor. 2, 4, 4 steel hoses. Apparently can only 3 hose screws. Got 3 reinforced hoses. We're gonna one of the armor I save. So do I want the leg pieces? Don't think I don't have them. do have... Yes, you can get... Nope. Oh. Nope. I don't even have to do that. Those leave there. Trade for optic lens, but I've got to figure out. Good looking. Yeah. That in that cost controller, which resource. Make another one of those cubes. Picked up security box, or whatever it's called. You craft some circuit boards. 3 circuit boards. Craft one of those. Unpin that back out. These. Drop off all these resources back in there, like so. Nope. Unpin. Pin that one. Yes, exactly enough. That. Pin that. Right, let's go. Hopefully this tram station interesting. Other than this so-called portal. Is something more interesting than just a portal, or even this portal itself, yes. We'll have to wait and see, I guess. I do know there are other of the rat round. Find one. Combat it. You can see I need to fix the pumps. Yeah, I'm gonna find another one. Craft a key, one time used, made for access stations. Other areas that are prohibited. Now I need to do some serious resource collection. I'll get my full armor, bulletproof or bullet reflecting armor set. Shield seems to be alright. Caught sound background. Alright, I'm gonna speak to this guy real quick. Trade for you.
Yeah, you good.
Craft 2 new things. Got a makeshift headlamp, a mounted headlamp capable. Definitely replacing it with a handheld flashlight. Good. Makeshift binocular. Handy gadget. Gazing. I don't see any need for that at the moment. Be that cool, but that flashlight would be military electronics.
Dale.
Awkward. Oh, that's a good thing to know about this shield. Lights everyone fire if he attacks me. Right, yes. Military elect. Yeah. what I need to do is reload this. E for it. You. I get your back. Thank you. This gives me 30, capacity of 30 rather than 24, so I get a much bigger inventory. Thank you. I know I can also get. Hopefully, I get something like this. Nope. Body parts. I know past I've gotten outfit from him. Lucky spot. Might as well just collect these because worth something. Buy a scrap, not be worth. I'm gonna collect this right here. Resources provided. I'm gonna head back to mines because that's where the useful crates are. Gets me steel cables. Direction. Printing. Cycling. And you have to get more into using range weapons. Oh yeah, got the cram key. Open this now. Yep. Opening. That doors are good to know. Be some security kiosks here. Something. Ooh. Ooh, flashlight would be nice. Like someone's in the bathroom. Ow. Killed. Run. Cram's there. Ow. Ow.
You were perish here.
One enemy dealt with. We deal with this one now. The other one seemed to have been wearing a helmet. Ooh, a light gun repair kit. Cool. I was making use of guns, of course, but probably useful tactic. Anyway, in case I need it, I do decide to use that pistol so I can get some ammo and be computer here. Voice note. So, portal grounding. We're trying to compare your readings to verse 16 with our research on IS-0138. Our goal is to figure out why test subjects often emerge from portals close to the original entry point. Convenient, I suppose, but damn confusing. We don't know either. It feels like two systems are operating on completely different principles. Well, they are different universes, I think. Indeed, furniture store isn't located in our universe, or not an exact time period, I don't know. We do know it's in Boston. Excellent work, excellent. Maybe we can catch the Celtics some weekend. Sure, just watch out. Rabid fans. Rock Clark. I know we have some issues with investment back from 24. Was there anything unusual about the Rock Clarks? Did you behaviors? Idris, I'm an expert. I wouldn't know if one was acting weirdly. They're fairly strange to begin with. What problem? We're fairly certain one of them wasn't a Rock Clark at all. Not really sure what it is. Some kind of emulator able to adopt appearances. A shapeshifter, or what? Want of a better word, yes, a creature pretending to be a Rock Clark. we checked on the specimens this morning, one had vanished. In its place appeared to be a member of the research team. I swear, Daria almost let it out. It talked to us, speaking in cliches, and seemed obsessed with food. It was downright freaky. Eventually, it produced a stapler from somewhere. We still have no idea how it did that. Got information on co-work 0014. We've run into a serious issue with IS-0014. Its temporal distortion increases the closer we get, meaning as soon as our instruments touch it or they stop working, there's no way to take a sample. With respect, Daniel, it's your job to find a way around this. I know, but Dr. Berenikov touched it and practically stuck with it for the next 20 minutes. Now, Dona Kahata's team want to assess the effects on him, which is fair enough, but we're still no closer to discovering where on earth this came from or who made it. I think we could be fairly sure it wasn't Turkmen nomads, so that start. Read that information before points. The co-worker designation sank. Containment protocol. All staff are directed to treat IS-0223 counted as a legitimate employee. Do not question or interrogate the subject. Provide food if requested.
Dr. Tenku appears to have made a breakthrough, but we've had false starts before. But this time, her results seem reproducible. I almost can't believe it. Tengu has discovered a new kind of bosonic matter, a sort of negative photon, and in so doing, unlocked an entirely new mathematics. Exactly what this means for research here at Cascade is unclear. We are charting new territory and making new discoveries almost daily. I feel we have passed through the looking glass.
Interesting. Especially the wording behind that as well. Anyway, ooh. That, I think, is a crowbar. Needs to be a much heavier weapon to use, and I shouldn't do that again, because it seems I hurt myself doing that. Another medkit. Nope. Hi. Myself in this empty thing. Well. I'll work my way over here. Open this. Open this. Another high-vis vest. There. Enemies.
I see them.
Ow! I reloaded earlier.
You know.
No, stop pressing T and reload. That did not sound. Ow! Good. Good God. Kill myself. No. Oh, I hate that. Wristwatch button and button on. Is missed. Again, good at this. Good thing ran just then.
Region clear.
Back there again. Yep.
What?
Taken down, that's good. The other one to deal with now. Oh, he's dead. Good. He's wearing some... I'm assuming this is one of the medics, judging by why he's wearing a mask. Read a note on last time. Yep, medic helmet. No? Ooh, I picked up Magnum. A Halogry Magnum. High-powered hand cannon capable of neutralizing large foes and completely obliterating smaller one. Mil spec. This weapon feels too dangerous. Thorny hands requires X 10. This weapon biometric lock. This weapon have some kind of basic security system installed. Requires biometric arm wraps. A few shots from this could put down most things on Earth. However, that information is helmet. 3. Currently wearing medic's helmet made of military make, adorned with strange markings. Wearer becomes adept at reviving allies. So my inventory is practically full, so I'm going to return to base before that portal there. I will listen to this.
A microscopic entity in its home antiverse. IS-121 is a staggering titan in our own. How the gatekeepers managed to secure not one, but 2 of these behemoths is quite frankly beyond me. I suspect it is best not to ask. They are a necessary force, confronting nightmares and returning with them in chains. 121, an incredible specimen. Our research continues.
So whatever IS-121 is, seems to be far larger in our dimension than it is in theirs. From that information. And where it came from is apparently microscopic. So you can only imagine how big we are compared to the rest of the things in that universe, that dimension or whatever, that antiverse. We must be so small if that's the case, and gotta wonder if there are then sentient life in that universe. If they have a method of viewing such a microscopic life form, they'd be able to even see us in that. Thing is, it's a relatively large creature in our universe. We must be more microscopic at an. I didn't get any information to read though in the journal. Oh, I've also got an ornate key, an elegant key typically held by the Order's highest rank operative. I know these can be used to open certain containers, but I have no idea where such a container is. I'm guessing it opens a container. I mean, what else would you use a key for? I guess a door, but all the doors in this facility are the gate's own doors, so it must open a form of container. Probably bought by the Order operatives. The only logical thing. Right, I'll head back into base now. Drop off the items, empty inventory. Then go back out and through that portal in that tram station. Could have taken the should have taken the other tram back to base. Back to the main station. Because then I would have been able to use it to travel back to that location. I don't believe I'm able to. I know I have unlocked the station, but I do not believe call it at least riding it. Is slightly disappointing, but anyway. Yo. Sources dropped off. We got this crate. I put in this item. This item. You know, I'll put the pistol up because I don't have as much light. I can also put those nets up and sort that. I'm gonna put this gun and the ammunition, the repair kits. What ammunition? Oh, should be one. Yeah, that's the backpack one. So I'll put the one I was using in there. No, this is food, so I'll put there. Drop off these resources in there. Gotta find my armor. And I guess for the time being, put that key right off to find what's going on. Portal in the tram. I guess one thing I could do is attempt to use to call train to my location, the tram, sorry, my location, starting the main tram station. Yeah. I still haven't put this on charge. Travel over here. There's tram east side. See if I can recall or call tram. Here, walk. See if I. This tram is currently locked. So, nope. Without having used the tram from the other location, could have done. Cool. And I have to travel back along the main manufacturing tram to the original station. Walk my way back to the tram station through manufacturing. Once I'm done with this portal, return here again, take that then. I know I said I should collect some of the steel cables, other resources in mines on my last trip, but I forgot. Just went straight into building a portal and opening the tram station. Collect any resource.
Power and primary illumination in this sector.
Well, that's great, but at least I've got a flashlight on me. D. Not dark. Up this way. Here. Gain my stamina. Need it. Shield. This right. Right. So through this portal we go.
Scientist, what purpose do you have for this anomaly? Speak. Tell me, what is the purpose of this train's perpetuity? What disaster accrues if it halts? Explain yourself. Why must this vehicle persist in its motion? Tell me this instant! Prometheans, your brethren are madmen using your science to taunt
The auto
things you
system
cannot
should have been fail-safe.
comprehend.
They said it was
Your
me.
gatekeepers will not help you now.
We must fix it.
Tell me,
We
what
must
is the
fix
purpose
it.
of this
Keep going.
train's
We must fix
perpetuity?
it, but
What
keep it going.
disaster
Must
the
not-
cruise
must
if
persist
it
at all
won't?
costs. The Dark
All
Land.
the
He removed
what
it,
purpose
but did
do
not
you have
comprehend the
to know?
effects.
Speak.
Cool. That's what I
Tell
must
me,
do.
what is
Furnace,
the purpose
fuel
of
this
this
machine
train's
so that it
perpetuity?
continues
What
on
disaster
forever.
the cruise if it halts? Explain yourself.
The
Why
auto
must
system
this
should have
vehicle
failed.
persist in its motion? Tell me this instant. Prometheus,
Must
your
fix it.
brethren are
We must
madmen
fix
using
it.
your
But
science
keep
to
going.
taunt
We
things
must
you
fix it,
cannot
but keep it going.
comprehend.
It must not stop. It must
Your
persist at all
gatekeepers will not
costs.
help you now.
So it seems this train has to keep moving. I'm assuming it's one of the ISOs mentioned previously. Oh, axle grease. That's good. Oh, some interesting furniture. I won't take any. I've these briefcase and a pocket one. So I can make a Geiger counter keychain. So I'm gonna have to compact device that detects radiation immediate error. Okay, interesting. So if I disassemble the pocket watch, I should get cogs and some chains, and from the briefcase, metal, scrap, and some leather, which would be very useful. And it seems there's an enemy in here. Oh, missed. Made him turn around at least. That was not good. Shield, thank you. Should be smart about this. Hide. Don't take damage back here.
Reloading.
Ow. Not going well whatsoever.
Replenishing.
Yeah. Heal myself. Yep. So it seems my best strategy is to do that. An efficient way to get rid of that enemy. Still plenty of inventory space. These fires not worth too many up of. Ooh, car battery charger. Pick this up. And make a charging station. Sounds very useful. I know I axle grease to trade with the blacksmith or other required resources. So I'll just that's a charging station, a small deployable device that stores battery of an item. Sounds useful, allows me to recharge gear like this hammer and the flashlight in my base instead of having to travel to one of the many charging stations around the main facility. Another pocket watch. No. That door I cannot get into. Don't. It looks. I did not like how that wasn't working there. Okay, so I'll just see that was a Montesi SMG, a rapid-fire submachine gun of unusual make brought here by a paramilitary force. I am unable to use it, and I am almost full on inventory space. That was a lot. I am still going to pick up more items here and there. Can. Okay, silver scrap, that's what I wanted. It seems these silver cutlery are useful. Silver cutlery seems to be how I can collect silver. Ow. Ow. Probably not a good idea. Ow. 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 Nope. On myself. We go hide in this room for a moment. Ow, that was a lot of damage I've taken. Aim a bit high. So, no. My accuracy is horrible. Reloading is getting better. But my accuracy is abysmal. I really want to get it to here so I can use the sprint ability. Nope. Again. We've got 140 arrows to use. Nope. Missed. Too low. Yeah. Nope. Missed. Yeah. You say he need a medic when he is a medic? Ow. Still hitting me. Way back there. Great. I've increased my accuracy, though. Heal again. Two of those left. Yep. Ow. Look, he's reloading. I should just wait and heal a bit, actually. Time being. But also probably crouch. Yeah, I'm just gonna heal for him. Doesn't seem so he'll come into this train cart though. Ow. Hate that my armor is weak, that it can protect me very well. Turning now. Missed. Try this again. Hit him. Here. Nope. He's too far away for me to properly hit. Wait. Ow. Finally hit me. Yes. I'm not very good at range. Ooh, that was lucky I closed that door. He doesn't have a helmet like the other medic does. Ow. Why did I? Sit here. Ow. Heal. Okay, they haven't opened the door again. Wait for them to attempt that. Hoping to get this accurate up. Nope, that's not a very good idea. Annoying. Great sign. Have a grenade. I wish that grenade fell. I was not expecting him to be right there. One down. That's two down. That took a hot minute to battle out. I took a lot of damage in that Oh, they did drop some item. Nice. Be another enemy up there. Still don't have the accuracy I wish to have. Radioactive through here apparently as well. Crouch should be able to hit a bit better. My arms are injured. My aim is horrible. Still.
I must reload.
Probably be faster to just go up to him. Yep, was ammunition. Well, yeah. Cannot injure him. Drop that. Now I can pick up a nice here. A train replica. Great item. Stuck under what seems to be some sort of laser. Ow. Ow. There's another one up there. Don't know how he was standing there for a moment. Oh, helmet. Neither of those dropped any ammunition, annoyingly. I can get military electron here. That. Hopefully. Oh.
Dr. Derek Mance reporting. Research Director, Gate Cascade Research Facility. Though I struggle to accept the implications, the data gives me no choice. The train's momentum is tied inextricably to the atomic attractions of the region it appears to be passing through, indefinitely. If it were to stop, the limit of the ensuing chaos is at best uncertain, at worst, immense. I'll be drafting up containment procedures in the morning.
Don't really know how you can contain a moving train. I can only assume best do is just keep it running. Assuming this laser has something to do with the train's continuous motion, it's not a good idea to damage it. Caution, electrical. I'm gonna heal up a bit because I can hear there's another enemy out this direction, and I'm gonna help with health if I'm in combat. I'm gonna probably take in the amount of healing methods. Well, great. Grace. That. Now I've got one more inventory slot. I'm gonna go up here and pick up that helmet because why not have one? See what it's useful. 4 damage, 4 armor. Good as the one I'm currently wearing. When worn, grants XP for accuracy and reloading. Well, that's kind of what I wanted. Use the shield, thank you. Ow. And he did drop an... Is a ladder here? Ow! Seems to be some sort of enemy up here. What are you? Be able to go invisible. Gonna die here. Yep, and I died. Luckily I can respawn. But it's all the way back. But I got a lot of loot. So that was painful. Go through this. Remember, run around. I did open the door here. Didn't remember it because I know this area occasionally. Dead scientist. Button. Oh, that gate. Dude. I will say though, the things I've just remembered is I keep collecting some skulls. Soldiers. Collect entire skulls, which means, well, you think about it as a skull. Skull is an entire body. You only have one of those. That was a painful combat. My shield still doesn't work properly. I do actually want to go over here. Gate. Through here. Didn't listen to this, I don't. Nope, I have. Play. I've listened to it. Open. Wait, let. Back. What? Tram station. Full train again. I do want to do that. See, I want to take that train back. Fix yellow pairs. Base as well. Item. Yep. Tram. Get on here. Probably just sit down for the ride. But way I... Nope. To make do with shield working. And when I'm not in combat, it seems to work perfectly fine, but when I am, work properly. Annoying. I haven't checked, but I know originally before Abiotic Factor reached a 1.0 release, used to have up to 6 friends you could play with, but I believe that changed to allow for servers to be created. So you can have probably double, maybe more, that many people playing together on world. So if you have multiple people you want to play with, you can do that, and I guess it makes a bit more sense why certain things like the tram has plenty of space on it. You could have 12 people crammed together and you can all travel as a group to each area. You can story fix objects, the main method of escaping the facility as a group. Maybe go to somewhere you split into smaller groups, like 3 or 4 people or pairs, and go around doing certain objectives, collecting resources. One person each item that pumps of fire for gonna foil over foils, pipes, craft. Should only use drop the buffer. Put those away from recharge station. Probably drop it. Plug here. Drop it. Go. Plug that. Charge that. Come over here. Nope. Nope. Yep. Well, I'll put this gun up there. This back up. I'm gonna come over to this now. Salvage. So yeah, I now have plenty of leather. Crafting. Wish. One of those. This helmet being in there. This, I think I've got just enough space to drop that helmet in there. Ooh. Cogs. Still missed another one of the fire extinguishers. Me. Again. Go there, drop there, put this over here. Just to let you know, every time you complete certain portal worlds like train, if you do it properly and don't die in there and go out through the portal at the back of the train, you will get achievement for it. Armor. That, so this will cost leather, rebar, go, leather, some of this, should have face, legs, that. I don't know why I had some hoses in there, but I can craft 2 more hoses. Screws. You off. There. That. In that. Craft. Another. One. That. This. I'm gonna need those off there. Got some chains. Yeah. Go. Now I have all set. Go. I've fully got forge gear. Weight. I've maxed out my weight. Move very fast. Oh. But now I have the full forge gear, so set resistance, set bonus of resistance. Bullets will frequently bounce off your arm. Great combat. All these enemies use guns. I'm also unpin that again. Yep. Spear. I probably should take you with me. Moment. Ooh. One of those, 2 of those, 1 lens, action. I've only 2. I've got. Oh, useful for being in the dark. Charge it. Charge it. I'll leave this to charge. Right. So for here, train. So I need diode, which is the grease, solder, and everything. I'm gonna go over food and cooking. That will allow me to cook food. Turn craft the solder. Go there and sort story. Come over here and place. Unplug this one. Plug this. Go. Up. Go. Come out here and go to down. Fill that. Probably best to purify that first. If I have a look. Soup recipe. Solder. Silver and 1 silver on metal should do. Take a bit of silver, split stack 1. Go. So, those. Okay. Those as well. Other reinforcements. Put that on my that there. Should be able to another one for you. Go. This solder, if I get it down, we get the final bit of all three items. Fix the pumps. Go around. More water. Craft. Correct water. Remember correctly. Tools. Nope. Food. Yeah. Actually, now that I remember, I'm going to need metal, stapler, glass. Glass. Yeah, one stapler. Test tube. Don't think I have any test tubes. Craft one. You. Craft a test. Back. Those. There we go. Pull up on. Take this. Back over. Should be able to pour that in. Safe. Wash my. We'll just read out. Way down. You are wearing very heavy armor, which will make you strong but also slow. So even if I do sprint around, I will be much slower because however my armor set is. But if I improve my skills, specifically my strength skill here, eventually get to a point here where heavy armor is no longer an issue. However, going up very fast, just wandering around. Way down though does increase strength by 4x time. So I'm going to have to seemingly quite a bit to gain a significant amount of XP. Pop up portal world resources. Some did not reset due to active scientist presence and or recently discovery of the world. So that happens around midnight. Portal. That. Is this finished? Yeah. Do this. Nope. Try again. Put even more water in now. See if purifying it works. If not, I'll keep trying. Well, probably going to take a minute. Hour now. Just to get to this point, it's taking an hour. Not that great. Slow process, I guess. Okay. One thing I could look in doing. Craft. Nope. These foil. But those. That in here. No, it does not seem working very well, so another drink water bottles. This process now should be allowed. Oh. Place you. So, you know what? I think it's easier. Nope. Wanted to, but I can't. Again, if I pour that into, hopefully that more liquid, but into pain. Why? Don't think any item arrow on the moment. I cannot upgrade anything. Screwdriver there. Good move. Here to get the other weapons. I've got 4 guns. 3 ammo types and repair kit. Haven't got 2 frying pans, but I don't have any. Hoping to make progress. Doesn't. This is tainted. I pick up some more from here. Yes. Fill it like so. Gonna purify it. Is it gonna purify all of it, or is it gonna purify a small amount and I'm gonna have to keep refilling over and over again? No, I don't need a flashlight anymore. Lamp here. Flashlight on me. Bit more inventory space. Go along. Bring it down. Hopefully this gives me enough water. Soup. Specifically this solder, otherwise this is going to take absolutely forever. This is not going fast at all. Yeah. Oh, this is gonna have to find a way to... Actually, good. Or farming craft. That, some of this, 6, back, this, go, there, go. Here, grab the report. Now I can just keep repeating the process. Instead, this refill process. So here. I can only assume, judging by this is only 250 milliliters, I'll probably need twice, 2 times about 500, or I need 1000 milliliters to properly cook. Go. One stapler, sorry, 2 staplers. I've got 4 staplers, 7 metals. With the, I'm gonna have to go around finding more staplers. Might as well. Another one of those. Or shouldn't have made 2 of these pots. But anyway, 2 on there. That's more water. Going to be a painful process. Watch. Go. Hopefully these 2 will be the last 2 I need. Soup. This 1,000 milliliters purified water. Yeah. Should be able to fill the cooking pot. Yeah, it's filled. You gotta wait for uncooked solder to cook. Don't ask me how I'm picking up boiling liquid pots after they finish boiling over. My bare hands, by the way. I mean, I am wearing, actually no, it does work, makes sense with what I'm wearing, because I'm wearing these forge gloves, these blacksmith gloves, which are very heavy gloves, typically metal workers, with the metal attached to some rebar and some screws attached. There's some metal attached to the interior. They're pretty heavy duty, and I believe, yeah, they do add heat resistance. The set adds gloves at least add some heat resistance. Makes sense. I can pick up boiling hot liquids, a pot in a metal pot. So I probably am also handle that this container's case, tongs holding it in place, holding on the sides. I do like how this is just a metal pot with a pair of tongs holding on to each side of a metal container, as this is a real cooking pot. See? This container takes a lot longer to boil. I'm assuming it's because the silver, rather than the metal scrap, a lot higher boiling point. That it does. I'm assuming the water that I used in there sort of padded out a bit. Cheap way of padding out solder. It'll be done here shortly. Get these 3 materials to repair pumps. What the final result is. Gonna fix the 3 electron pumps. Press. I will say is very stunning portal world. If I knew anything about the culture that this portal world was designed after, I might make some comment how it looks, but still comment around anything relevant to it. But I don't, so I can't really say anything. But it is stunning, absolutely. Oh no, I didn't know there was a set of steps. To get to this. Might be another set over here. Nope, the one. Still not done. Nope. Gonna go sit by this fire, I guess. Then. I'm gonna pick up closer. Yeah. Go. Way. Nope. Vent. Fire. So construction 13. So we're short, 2 levels short of this. Sprinting up almost at light speed. Along with your passive gains, you sprint 5% off faster overall. Back shortly, but hopefully my strength is going to improve. I guess I've got to improve my throwing if he's with it. Making, but I really want the strength to get this. This armor set is a big deal. There's strength. Sprinting, to be honest. Gosh, this is taking time. Oh. Finished? Nope. Place that back on there and change. Strength and sprint speed doing this. Kind of great both at the moment. Receiving because strength is a lower level. I'm going to be required levels faster. I only need 1,572 XP to level up. As this, I need 13,000 XP, which I'm just under 300 off from leveling up. It's going to be fast. Lower level XP. Nope. You're running there. I'm out of stamina, and no, I can run around the entire building. I don't know. Upstairs. Down there. Round. Yep. So, doing something more interesting. Standing, staring at hot, slowly boils. Very. I do believe if I exit the portal while this is going on, probably unload portal world, and I doubt it. Fuck this boulder. Unless I'm in the portal. We'll say trees are stunning added effect of their petal or leaves. Yeah, I'm assuming they're flower petals falling off. Stunning. And I'm not sure what these trees are. I know what the pink ones are, but I'm not sure what these trees are. But they are quite stunning. Well, these great cool trees here. Before you ask, yes, I have tried. You cannot run around full outside of the portal world. There was a wall out there. That was not me. I've tried. So that light out there, I don't believe I'll reach it. Oh, can reach. do not want to try and jump down there. I don't think there's a way back up. Oh, no, I could go along. Is that a camera out there? Or was that just me seeing things? Probably me seeing things. I do wonder if these are some sort of mystic lanterns. They have some magical properties, and that's why they come on at night and go off day. I don't think electrical lights don't look to be. We finished yet? How can it not be finished? You know what? Can I? I think I'm gonna this. Yeah, I need to staple that. Did craft one. Nope. Would have been nice to do some fishing. Could have crafted a fishing rod instead of 2 pots to cook with. Then sat down at the river, done some fishing. Instead, I didn't. To the consequences of my own action. So again, stunning. It would have been nice to have seen some fish swimming through the water, but I don't know. I don't believe the devs have 3D models for fish. Like still. Is that a cave? Yep, a cave. Or yeah, of course, where this water is flowing to. Because all this water flows this direction, and it does not lead to this water here. I can see. I didn't think I could swim. No, I can't. I can't swim. This is about as far as I can go. Around the portal, and that's about it. I do gotta wonder what the next portal is going to be. Judging by the one of the teleporters in Portal World room, it's probably something more jungle-like. Judging by the fact that 2 machines either side of it are covered in sort of vine, on sort of leafy canopy over the top. So it's probably going to be something jungle-like. The next Portal World be interesting. Maybe there'll be a tree house rather than. Oh, it's finally done. Place that floor. There we go. Place good. And that off in there. So I've got 4 solder. I didn't get a crafting recipe. I don't think I have a crafting recipe that makes solder directly, but I will go and trade now the item blacksmith. Yeah. Until there's some sort of dev blog that pops up on Steam about what's going to go on with the next Portal World, because I know they made one originally for saying that they were going to make these Portal Worlds. So there should be some sort of post later on that goes, hey, this is what the next Portal World is going to look like. It's going to be this. Either my suspicions of a jungle Portal World is going to be true or not. It's Marion again. But yeah, this is going to get horrible standing around in here with however many portals. With at least four of them up here, it's going to sound horrible with that going on, with that sound effect. But either because of these, what looks like vines here and grassy leaf canopy here, this is going to be some sort of jungle, or it's going to be something linked to this guy being frozen in stone instead. It's one of the two options.
For what do you seek?
I don't think I can... Yeah, I can trade that key that I did pick up for the power cell, but I'm not going to.
The time will come again, no matter.
Sounds like a terrible trade. A key that may unlock something.
We shall preserve the world from your folly.
Okay. He does drop a bunch of junk whilst he's running away. There's an interesting line for him to say there. Seems these orders... The Order's sort of scientist, as I believe that's what they described the rats to be. Believe the gate scientists doing something horrible that could potentially damage the world. As far as I'm aware from the information provided through the terminals around the facility, Gate are collecting anomalous objects and bringing them to facilities like the one I'm in currently, the Cascade Research Facility, to study but also contain said anomaly, which sort of provides, or goes against it takes them away from the rest of the world, which could be a good thing because some of these objects seem to be quite damaging, especially certain entities. So let's have a look. I'm going to get one optic lens. Need this diode. I'm going this to make a healing briefcase. Sounds interesting. So a welding mask is traded for that order helmet
you good?
from earlier. So I'm assuming it was the fiber optics cable. Yep, fiber optics cable and 2 solder gets as well as a briefcase and antivirus weak healing reusable throwable healing device which provides healing in a radius, requires charging between use. Useful. I'm going to get another one of those fiber optic cables.
That ought to do it.
Because one of them is going to be required to mend pumps. I'm going to head out to each of these markers, fix the pumps, stop sprinting. May need them. But it seems I'm going to have to figure out how... actually, no. I should be able...
There's chaos
Yeah.
Promethean!
Yep. Yeah. Thought there was something. So, go through here and this. Yes, it's this. This is the fiber optics cable. Fix this yellow pipe here. Yep, the yellow pump is fixed. Does look. So, nothing to this area, which I thought it might do. Wrong. Now travel up here. Roadway to red pump. The green one, I believe, is in the caves, and the red one is back. Stronghold. Break stronghold. Over there. Yep. Thing here, but I locked in. No way from up. Yep, there's no way from up and over there. Wouldn't know how I should get into there. I mean, I do know how you can do that, but I'm not going to. Kind of using it, so this is optic lens. There we go. You can use X or hearts to teleport. So certain doors, I know can be open. I don't think red, that you can find red doors and yellow doors, stripes on like that one. I don't think you can open even if you get onto the other side because they're not meant to be opened. They're just doors around the facility. Say there logically would be something there, but it's not needed for the story, so there's nothing there. The other side. Here's the last one. flow control. I think Drake is still up here. Nope, she's moved on. He is Douglas.
I know it sounds crazy, but if Frake says it'll work, well, I trust her. Just stand back when it all goes up, yeah?
I will say, whoever these voice actors are for these characters, they've done fantastically. I've said this in my other videos previously. Yeah, I do wonder if eventually some of these YouTubers that cover this, other than myself, because it's not very unlikely to be myself, or any of these big time YouTubers that eventually come and cover this series, when they find out Abiotic Factor's been fully released and there's a story to play through, I wonder if one of them may end up becoming maybe doing some voice lines for a character that comes in a later patch, perhaps, if there's maybe in an area that has when maybe they add something, new portal or something, or a new area to the facility, they'll get a chance to do some voice acting. Go through here. Seems like he was hungry, staring at the vending machine there, and he completely ignored me. But as I can hear, there's some sort of enemy. Yeah, there's an enemy in there, so I'm not going to bother and lock. I don't want to have to fight him. I am going to go out and around, make my way up there, so I should be able to go up the ladder here. Is go and make my way around the cargo district. Maybe one day we'll get that area, the cargo district, completely locked off currently, but maybe we'll get a cargo district some future patch. I don't know what the direction I'm going through. I do want to be going this collect you though. So I need to make my way back around here, up this way, down, around here. Down. So we're back in this room again where we went through first time. So synchrotron is there. I know there's soldiers in there, but coming over here, seems Frake has moved.
I have to admit, you surprised me. I had to come and see this for myself. You gonna do the honors?
Sure. Is that a black hole?
Oh my god!
What did I just... Okay. Well, that just happened.
There's your exit! Nothing a micro black hole couldn't take care of! Now you can get into labs. We'll follow soon. But I'm not leaving any of my team behind. You could be useful. Try not to get yourself killed.
What the frick did I just do? I just summoned a black hole that apparently collapsed upon itself after deciding to eat the machine that just created it. Anyway, Cascade Laboratories. Make it through lab. The singularity open and exit to the lab sector. Break sure there's a way out. Looks like I'm going to have to find it. She's going to round up her team and follow.
Will be ceasing shortly. Have a safe and successful evening.
That was crazy. I'll say that much. I just opened a miniature black hole to destroy a machine that allows me to get into the sector below. What on earth?
Preliminary note on IS-091. At this point, details are inconclusive. We've dispatched a research team to Indonesia to gather field data, with a view to bringing in a trans recon unit and possible gatekeeper support for capture, should it come to that.
Hey, I have no idea what that is supposed to be, but can I? Yeah. It's behind the crane. Do not want to go over there because I know that's where the machine gun. Not a great thing. Unless I took out the machine gun crew, I'm probably going to get fired upon standing over there. But I'll take this here. Should be able to just travel through. This gateway has opened this back up to the caves, I believe. Entrance, it says, to the manufacturing east. I don't think I have been in manufacturing east before. I've only been in manufacturing west. Anyway, okay, here's the way down. Lights on. Start. Okay. I'm assuming I don't know what, can't remember what this is called, but we one of these running through the facility, which I didn't expect.
Hey, what's for lunch, pal?
Guess I've got to run along under here. Got the Hadron Collider. Correctly. Seems there we go. That loading there was for the lab sector. Cascade Laboratories.
Janet, you always say my science is out of control. This project is different. I feel more in control than I've ever been.
Are you sure about this, Abe?
Of course I'm sure, Janet.
Do you remember the pocket dimension? I remember the pocket dimension.
This is completely different. We're fighting fire with fire. Mance never let me try this, but if I can just bootstrap the neural array, I should be able to... Aha! Oh no. Janet!
Oh my god, it's loose.
Run, Janet!
Okay, that just happened. What's this? Odd
Fascinating.
test teleport. Hang on, let's have a look then. So what have we just got? The electro pest. So IS 0173B electro pest containment protocol. All specimens of IS 0173B should be kept in a non-metallic environment times and must be kept fully electrically isolated using containers lined with non-conductive rubber padding. Observe all other containment provisions belonging to IS 7A. Nothing that any interaction with the subject, even noting that any interaction with the subject, even sedated, must be performed. All equipment fully electric grounded. So this entity is less affected by bullet damage, and this entity is immune to all forms of electricity damage. Find more information somewhere in the facility. That just happened, and apparently it broke the glass by doing some sort of attack. Open this room.
This is Dr. Mance. If you had asked me 5 years ago what our chances of using the perforation system as a stable travel network were, I would have assumed I was talking to an imbecile. Today, such a network seems within our grasp. The T3 unit, or the dark lens they're calling it, has proven exceptionally successful. There are few places on Earth we cannot access under stable conditions. And finally, we can create those stable conditions. In theory. I would say our ambitions have extended far beyond their origins. Far beyond.
So, takeaway from that is this dark lens, whatever it may be, seemingly allowing the gate staff use portals to the portal technology as a method of traveling. You know, somewhat like how nether portals work in Minecraft. That sounds absolutely crazy, to say the least. But yeah, I'm just going to note as well, and Janet and Abe that we just saw attempt that experiment with the same people who we met after moving Flat Hill, Portal World, Portal situation. They escaped shortly before I did, and when I released Giants, apparently. Or yeah, as they have been called, the composers. They yeah, if you're wondering what I'm doing, I know that there's some sort of thing that you can collect around here that's me freeing them made it just barely possible Janet and Abe to escape, and apparently they managed to get here and started to perform some sort of experiment on a pest, make it an electric version or something on that electric version. So we got XR containment, wildlife pens, a roadway this way, doing it somewhere around the roadway. The laboratory.
There has been a complete containment failure. Please make your way to defense sector by any means available. Have an efficient and effective day.
Be some sort of defense sector. Assuming, yeah, portion, yeah, that's the roadway that this sign is pointing to, but it's collapsed. Might have collapsed in the event I just caused. Apparently the road speed is 20. I don't know why you're driving at 20, especially in an area where apparently other scientists may be walking around. IS 0091. See it, report it. And I can't get through that door, and I'm assuming I need to get up there to open that door. It's not a good thing to see this door on the floor here. So what's this? An odd contraption.
Interesting.
X-ray tower. So apparently aircraft, an X-ray tower, high-powered stationary tower capable of turning away or pressing X-ray sensitive vent. May also not pest teleporter, a fantastic device capable of converting resources into freshly teleported pests. Okay. Come over here. So there's some sort of entity that looks like this that says see it and report it. Oh, I wouldn't even know who to report it to. Yeah, apparently people could observe from up here, it seems. An octopus painting. Very abstract looking. Email term. Reminder to all containment staff, this is the third time this quarter I've found staff setting up containment incorrectly. Sure, I don't have to emphasize how dangerous this is. Please make sure you are following the correct protocols for every subject. There is no room for mistakes here. Sure you are familiar with the procedure for the following tiers: Jura, unaccessible; Dilutus, uncontainable; Thalex, risk; Crucius, high risk; Sank, known and controlled; Ordo is benign. You are so much as seeing these words on signs around you, you're in a place where knowing these by heart could potentially save your life, not to mention the lives of those around you. Our safety, perhaps the safety of the world, depends on your basic understanding of the system. Let's get it right, people. T. Anderson. We got any help? Hi, Petra. Haven't met yet, but I'm new on the IS 0091 project, and I wanted to check something. I'm seeing 0091 right now. Should I be reporting it? IK, just log in the daybook that you're its current target, that's all you need to do. Oh great, now I'm never going to relax. There's nothing to worry about, it's contained and it'll switch soon enough. Get rid of it. While visiting Cascade last week, I was given a tour of the primary containment chamber. Let me be very clear, things like IS-0513 should not be stored at any of our facilities. I'll talk to Keystone. If this doesn't change, I want it gone. I apologize for this discomfort caused by the presence of IS-0513, but as Gates Research Director, I remind you that we secure these things for the exact reason you're emailing me right now. We can't figure out what exact property is at play here, but you seem rather susceptible to its effects. In short, we all hate it, but we can't let that stop us from doing our job. I understand that what you're saying, Derek, but there's something very wrong with that thing. You can feel it. Frankly, I can still feel it. The effect should fade. Try to think about something else in the meantime. I forwarded you some of our trainee reference for breaking soft sea hazard links. It should fade quickly given you're all the way in New York City. Hate-inducing table. What does this button do? Creates a portal, which, judging by it, what I can see through it, takes me back to level 3 of the level 3 of the office sector. We're just gonna read information gave me. There we are. IS-0513, the hate-inducing table. For the facility is probably the best way to find more information, but the limited information I have been given, as evidenced by the asinine decoration of IS-0513 with amateur, even garnished carvings and the flagrantly tasteless choice of materials, this subject was clearly created by a talentless craftsman with no natural aptitude for carpentry, resulting in arguably the world's single worst piece of furniture. Though this piece of furniture does seemingly cause some sort of effect in individuals. I guess I can pick it up, but I'm probably going to drop it quickly enough. That's highly radioactive, and I don't want to stick there. I'm just gonna. So that gave me a crafting recipe for pink paint, an ad hoc pink pigment, but good enough for coloring items like barricades and bridges. I'm not collecting that just for say that much. So the information I did get by just walking in there was on an entity. This one, IS-0091. That thing looks absolutely ugly. Degradation Crucius Containment Protocol. IS-0091 is to be subject at all times to an electromagnetic field with photon energies ranging from 1000 eV to 100 eV to 100 keV, roughly coterminous with the X-ray spectrum. The subject must be identified hourly, and that observation recorded in subject's daybook. Anyone viewing or perceiving IS-0091 and any other conditions stare directly at the creature until it vanishes. Report the encounter immediately to security staff. This entity is weak against X-ray field damage, and I have to get more information found on it. Facility's email system.
IS-091 is the most intense AV candidate we've ever encountered. Despite its appearance, it's a transcorporeal entity of some kind, invulnerable to any of the physical deterrents we've tested so far. Walls, doors, shielding, they do nothing to impede it. Intriguingly, it only appears to a single viewer at one time. Dr. Stern has that dubious honor. He identified it in the field, and it followed him back here. Began materializing in the facility, looking for him like a lost puppy.
Well, that doesn't sound great. I'm assuming now that I've entered its containment chamber, there's a chance it will lock on to me, because I'm probably pretty sure that the dude that's mentioned it most recently is most likely dead. Oh, no, not I wanted to go back out of this containment room out here through this newly opened door. So we're going down now. Needs to be a door that's held open by this truck. Cascade Laboratories. Seems to be some sort of camp here, but what I'm going to do right now is this.
Check-in approved.
Check in because it's spawn point. Materials here, and this looks to be one of the Order's campsites, judging by generally by the vehicles that are lying around and the fact that it looks very military. Judging by this corpse, seems to be a corpse. Didn't get up when I got near. Whoops. This is one of the order grunts, and that seems to be some sort of grunt wearing a face mask. It might be one of the medics. Not entirely sure. I could say. It does sound like there's an email though. Email to hear that clicking sounds. Email terminal. Apparatus ES Divinator Rossi Legate. Are your brethren prepared? Our operative is in place and can remove the dark lens when ready. He awaits only the signal. Legate Messor Primer. Thick Divinator, but we must be aware removing the device will destabilize the system. It's not without risk. The Divinator replies, these are circumstances where chaos only aids our goals. I assure you, remember Baz1 laser. Doesn't sound like a good thing. They're taking out, I'm assuming, this thing called a dark lens, which seems to be some sort of support for the facilities portal system, and they're deciding to remove it. Eastern tunnel door cannot be opened, and they want to deactivate the security measures. The dark lens, they want to take it, which seems to be the security for the portal system facility. Not good. So this is a gate security card, requires a hot wire kit repair. Should be 3, but there seems to be only 1. Interesting. Thankful for that first aid kit. A dead individual there. Doesn't look great. A door that I can open if I can figure out how to open it. The other side. Talking the wildlife pens and particle lab. C blocks. Adjustment. C block. What's a C block? Does that mean cell block? Or is it something else? First thing I think of C is cell. It might be something else. Another purpose. What is that horrible sound that I can hear? Maintenance. That was a maintenance. Cascade Laboratory. Okay. I'll read that whilst we move up. Locations. Up here, probably. Yeah, Cascade Laboratory. Advanced Study and Containment. Lab sector is the epicenter of the Gates Cascade Research Facility. Facilities research into advanced technology, as well as anomalies, xenoforms, paranormal phenomenon, arcane entities, and artifacts of note, providing secure enumerament of entities rated up to failure level. Labs is divided into various subsectors, focus variously on containment, advanced studies, and field of research. So I guess C stands for containment, not cells. This is a containment block. So inner wing is in that direction. Wildlife pens, which I think I should take a look at this direction, but I will check what's in containment pens. So IS 0094 with thank. Do not know what those 4 symbols mean, but got the creeping crystal. I'm not even going to attempt to open that door. So let's have a look. Register. IS 0094, the creeping crystal. Containment protocols. IS 0094 must be connected to a dedicated harvesting system managed by a regularly serviced control system. This system and all peripherals must be connected to a failsafe backup power in the event of an extended electrical failure. IS 0094 is generated after no more than 36 hours. Under no circumstances is IS 009 allowed contact with any other entity or artifact. Anti-verse 17. It looks like it is expanded beyond its containment. Cannot be opened from the side. Assuming that water, is that an item? I'm assuming it's some sort of laser method should have been used, but it's currently non-operational. So this has got no subject in it. Ooh, someone over here. Okay, this is a holding cell. Cannot access it, I'm assuming. Nope. We'll collect those resources. Who are you?
You look familiar.
Dr. Thiel. Yeah.
Oh, it's you. I came through the hole some maniac blasted in manufacturing. Obviously, I was planning on getting through the vacuum chamber to the surface elevator, but it's covered in some muck. Typical. I suppose they'll have something to deal with that in the containment block, but the place is completely locked down. Ugh, it never ends. I really need a coffee.
Okay, so motivation. I think that's vacuum chamber. Assuming that thing there. What was that? Had a sound. Oh, is that it? Is that IS 090091? I'm assuming it is. So we just got Cascade Laboratories access to the containment block. Dr. Thiel wants to get through the vacuum chamber to the surface elevator in the security sector, but the door is covered in some weird alien goo. He thinks there's tools in the containment block to help him. But first we'd have to find a way past the security system. Right. And I believe he's the guy we met in the very beginning who sat on the bench. Cafeteria. So we've unlocked memory brick, a purpose-made data housing used for crafting electronics that requires memory, and this requires a jailbroken CPU. A modified CPU removed from automaton that is as incredible as it is aggressive. We've also got projection matrix, which I have not got the recipe to craft. Exceedingly powerful beam projector, usable in crafting. But yet, we also unlock the keypad hacker tier 3. Clever device for hacking high security keypads, should be able to hack clearance level 3 keypads and below. That'd be great to know. I need the previous keypad hacker. I need quantum glass, alien crystal refined into an extraordinary glass material. I do not know currently how to craft one of those memory bricks. I also have the knowledge of brain sync, device for transmitting data from one brain to another, capable of journals, pendimentries, and recipes for scientists. So if I was playing with someone else who had just started, I'd craft one of these and use it to transmit all the information I'm aware of to them. So this has no subject. Then we've got containment block D-rack, and it says security on it. I have to know what's making that horrible noise. Go up one floor. Check this floor. So this is containment level Jura, which does not look positive. We've got some sort of bugs, something here. Yellow paint. Obviously going to check what that is. Be. Go from the very top, scroll down. See it? It is IS 1057, yellow paint. Designation Jura. Containment protocol. Precise methods for containing IS 1057 remain unknown. I can find more information. Email system. Seems to be a tin of paint that says tone in very crudely written wording, handwriting there, but seems to have exploded out this way for some odd reason, the paint, and through this wall. I know there is stuff through there, but I'm not going to go through there because I not have a tier 3 keypad. That's no subject. Is sank. IS 0010. Glowing shard. Seems to be missing. That all the way at the top. I believe it is. Yep. IS 0010. Glowing shard. Designation sank. Containment protocol. Personnel are advised not to stare directly at IS 0010. Extended periods during nocturnal hours. Any staff researching or removing IS 0010 from containment must sign the release form stipulating the exact. Someone has seemingly picked it up, either to test with it or out of some sort of panic during the facility's break-in. This seems to be the adjustment wing, but I know for the time being I'm not going to approach it. I'm going to move up to level 3 of the containment. So this is IS 0014. Got sort of time. That's is it? That's a sand timer that seems to have a spinning symbol, so it must do something with time. I'm assuming some sort of electricity field. Time break. Have a read. IS 0014 time break. Containment protocols. It is essential to personnel safety that all research into IS 14 remains non-contact until further notice. Bringing any physical items or objects into close proximity with the subject is prohibited. Personnel physical contact with the subject must not occur. Observe a perimeter of at least 3 feet from the subject at all times. Non-invasive or EM study is permitted, but appears almost entirely ineffective. So I'm assuming that object messes with time in some substantial way. Subject. That's why you're not allowed to get near it. So we've got IS 0169. Seems to be some sort of portal or something, some sort of effect there. Apparently I cannot get information on it currently just by looking at it through the door. Come over here, we've got IS 0042 in this containment cell, and it's Solutus. Does not seem good. So it's gone sort of electrical field, some sort of animal and a heart, a bunny rabbit and a heart, which I'm not sure of, and some sort of effect. So probably an area of effect, some sort. Expecting to get some information, but not. No subject in this one. Is IS 0064. Oh, that seems to be one of the composers. Seems to be crying. It broke a wall. Weird. And it seems that this entity can get angry, and it has some sort of thing to do with this bug. I'm not sure what these symbols mean. I haven't found any reason to understand that symbol. I wish there was some sort of item I could find that tells me what these these symbols designate. There's subject in here. No subject in here. There's a subject here. Some sort of eye-based effect, a vision probably effect, and some sort of area effect. Is IS 0513. The hate-inducing table. So that's the table someone mentioned in an email previously. Let's read what further information was provided on this table. So that was all the way down here. The hate-inducing table, containment protocol. The effect of IS 0513 diminishes rapidly with visual distance. As such, all personnel are directed to avoid looking directly at the subject except for or approved research purposes. That did not give me any more information what I had already been previously provided, which means the gate staff are unaware of this thing's purpose. So no subject in here, no subject there, but there is a subject here. Its subject has a level called Ordo, I think is the lowest, if I'm remembering correctly. IS 0333, bunny rabbit, and then a hand holding electricity. Seems to be some sort of mushroom looking planter. Very intriguing. Though no added information. Then up here, I could walk up here, is a live fire zone. No entry without clearance. As well as IS 0855. I do not want to go up there because I am likely to be shot in some form, judging by the symbol. And then the last level, which I can also a live fire zone from. Not a positive thing for my. So we've got a portal lab 04. Requires level 3 keypad hack, but it seems to have some sort of explosion out of its containment of some mushrooms. Sense. No subject there, but there is subject here.
I know you.
This is IS 0017.
My name's Siobhan. Dr. Siobhan Houston. I'm a materials chemist. I remember Tori, the transfer. Then what happened?
Very good question.
I'm supposed to transfer to Cascade. It's all approved. I'm joining Dr. Tengu's team. Do you know her? What division is this? How did I get here?
I'm just going to read the information I was recently provided. So on her himself, Dr. Vaughan Houston, Heroes Chemist, a recent transfer from Great Tori facility, who appears to be suffering from retrograde amnesia. Reason she is suffering from amnesia is IS 0017, the amnesia threshold. Designation Crucius, containment protocol. Access to IS 0017 is granted only by express permission of Newman P. Anderson. Personal granted access are forbidden to pass through IS 0017. Any gate staff determined to have breached these provisions will be subject to formal disciplinary proceedings, regardless of their mental state or recollection of events. Any investigation into the function IS 0017 must conform with these protocols. More information found on this object in the secure gates email system. So this seems to be some sort of doorway portal entrance that this Dr. Siobhan went through and lost her memory because of it. You know what? I'm going to do it. It's capable of causing individuals to pass through it to selectively lose their memory. This will allow reset your job, reset skills to a lower rank, and redo your traits. Recipes, journal entries, and other companion data will remain intact. If you do not wish to read skills, exit the doorway now. Exit. No thanks. I'm alright. Thank you very much. My position. Actually, if I go over here, got this. Lab assistant. I'm pretty good. Thanks, game. Pretty good. And I kind of also want to keep my XP levels. So, if you yourself or a friend join, and they don't like how their chosen job is, seems you can go through there and your job and your skills, or it might remove your skills. But because I'm perfectly fine with my character, I'm gonna not do that. However, I will head up in this direction now, and then eventually head through to the wildlife. Follow steps here. This way. There's a very bright neon light here. This says 01 on it. Assuming, because up there was the 4th portal, this is some sort of portal, so this is the lens epicenter. Authorized personnel entry. Radiation Geiger counters recommended in the area. Got a dead security guy, another dead security individual with a pistol, hazmat suits, materials, dead hazmat wearing dude, and then
They destroyed it.
Dr. Newman.
You know what this is, don't you? The Dark Lanes. The core of our perforation research. Or it was. I'd heard rumors of a threat. There are always rumors. But this is insane. They killed everyone, then removed the lens. Without it, how are we supposed to control the portals? They could appear anywhere, connect to anything. Do they realize what they've done?
Clearly not. Doing this sort of lens sat in here. Assuming high voltage contact may cause injury or death. Radiation. So I'm assuming some sort of lens, decent sized one, judging by the hole here, that held there, and something happened while with it whilst it was sat there. Some sort of energy may have been transferred through it. So we've got Cascade Laboratories, Dark Lens. Dr. Newman says the invaders removed the Dark Lens, unleashing portal chaos on the facility. And we did read in an email from those guys, from the guys invading the guys invading the facility, that they were going to do that. They had some operative ready to do exactly what they ended up doing and remove the Dark Lens, which does not seem to be a wise decision to have made. I'll also read the individual information provided on Dr. Eleanor Newman, a particle physicist, inventor of the Dark Lens, but we'd rather you didn't call it that. Why she says you didn't call it the Dark Lens, she herself just called it the Dark Lens, but there's a likely more information about this topic in the gates. More information I can find on her in the facility email system. Robot over there. This thing, horrible noise, moving, strange rubbing, requires high intensity chemical burn. But I will need to burn this way. I don't like how it's making noise. Comfortable. Now I'm gonna head through to... Yes, there was just a loud boom there as well. I'm going to head through to the wildlife pens, as they were called. Here, this is the wildlife pens.
Wait for me!
There's the wildlife pens. Tram station C, toilets, and then the office sector in this direction, as well as Kiz Cola. Did hear, I believe, Abe over here. Yep. As well as some
You're back.
Are you feeling alright?
some unsafe designation pending IS unknown. So we'll speak to Abe and Janet.
Janet got us back into labs, and we had a plan, although it didn't quite work out. Now, we've got a new plan. But first, we need to get into the containment block and access our equipment.
But, wouldn't you know it, they've revoked our security clearance, because who needs it during an emergency? I suppose we could head back to Office Sector, down that way, and hope Warren's got a plan to save us. But that's about as likely as Thule winning a Nobel Prize. We've got to find some other way into the containment block, or this is the end of the road.
Hopefully I'll be able to get them in. So what I have... Get into the containment block. Abe and Janet's security clearance has been revoked. Need access to equipment in the containment block where they used to work, apparently, although I'm not exactly sure what they're planning.
There has been a complete containment failure.
Seems to be some sort of machines in here.
By any means
Laboratories, a quantum exchanger, something, 4 quantum exchangers. What did I just hear that? Then there's some information theories, the dark lens, tachyonic elementary targeting T3 unit. Dark lens, technically a tachyonic elementary targeting or T3 unit, developed by Eleanor Newman to guide and control the tachyon fields that underpin perforation technology, cannot safely be turned off. Then Dr. Abe Sturden, molecular physicist, genius, imperious, creator of the pocket dimension, fan of Kiz Cola. On his involvement in IS-0173-B was not necessarily Dr. Stern's greatest contribution to human knowledge. It did garner him much cherished pet. Ella, him a cherished pet, more found around email system. So I'm assuming that's his pet there, and he's got a Kiz Cola in his pocket, and it's Kiz Cola, drink, vending machine, danger, something. I'm assuming, judging by this item actually being lots of information around it, Kiz Cola is not a thing I should be drinking. There's also an office space here with a voice note. I'll listen to.
The self-painted variants of IS-184 are truly intriguing specimens. These priests or monks show clear indication of tool-making and ritualistic behavior. It seems to have formed a rudimentary civilization in one of the Antiverse 2 locations we've accessed. This raises intriguing research questions, as well as some ethical implications, I suppose. Though I'd note that these haven't stopped us previously.
Judging by his wording he used just there, they have previously, compared to experiments on X or monks, they have experimented on other entities that have some form of intelligence. So X or monk IS-014B is A. Some notable differences: able to generate a short distance perforation using internal bioelectrical energy. The specimens recovered from Antiverse 2 often display crafted decorations, creating tool-making technology. Further study is urgent acquired, and the creature's organs retain notable quantum properties when removed from the body. And I have to kill 500 X or monk, 500 X or monk to unlock this entry. I've killed 0. That sounds like it's a pain. Kill 500 of those entities around the facility to gain more information. Said creature. Not that sound like it's going to be a fun thing to achieve. It does seem I have filled my inventory once again by looting office area. Hopefully travel up towards office sector pointed out by Dr. Janet. Hopefully access office sector to return to my base and drop off all of loot. I will probably be the end of the episode after this. I have managed to make it through the office or through manufacturing into the laboratory. Might as well end the video there. Looks like I can get through this door. Need to be the last level 2 clearance here. We open this door, then hopefully this one. That is most likely the last door I can open level 2 clearance, as I will level 3 clearance for the rest of the laboratory sector. So going to empty my inventory back at base, and probably here, and I'll probably get straight to recording episode 5 and continue through the laboratory sector in the next episode. And most likely, if I can make it through the vacuum chamber in episode 5, that would be at the beginning of episode 6. Entity called a power leech was hacking my electricity. That doesn't seem to be dealing any damage to it though. Got another pistol to drop off in there. Oh. Take out of there, drop there. That. It's got 151 9mm ammunition there. So we just unlocked from powdered crystal, or powdered crystal dropped by that entity. Unlocked 2 crafting recipes: purple paint, adult purple pigment, but it's good enough for coloring items like barricade bridges, as well as crystalline vial. Small crystalline shard emitting a purple light in response to conductivity in the air. This is one of the trinkets, as well as Geiger counter keychain. This one's purpose is you reveal invisible entities when near. Our items in your inventory are passively charged. So if I get a test tube, the crystal, and keychain, craft all of that. Craft the test tube. Go into here and grab those. Then grab this. Go ahead and craft that item. I will equip it here, and it seems to attach backpack. Provides a purple glow around myself, so when I'm in when it's nighttime, I should be able to see somewhat around myself, but not very far. Slightly better than I would otherwise, but not as far as I would with the headlamp. Go back into there again. Right, the Geiger counter keychain. Grab some screws as well. How you can use an entire box of screws to craft something like this, but you do. I do not understand how this great big Geiger counter turns into this tiny thing. Apparently it does. Only a box of screws. Anyway, I now have a Geiger counter attached to myself, which will detect any radiation in my nearby vicinity. Anyway, yep, this episode is almost 3 hours long, so I'm gonna end episode 4 here. Sorry, episode 4. All right, thank you. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Please like and subscribe, and episode 5 will be out shortly.